What a, oh shit. Oh, how did you time that fire? Holy crap, Oli. How's it going, everybody? What is going on? Hey, Craggers with a clap. Thank you guys very much. Adnan Roche and R&R timing everything perfectly. How you holy fuck, dude, we didn't even start. 10 gifted tier 1 subs to the community. Lingo213. Thank you, brother. Holy crap, man. Coming in hot. Confetti. I stole that from Fuzzy. I don't know if you guys noticed. I even say it like him now. How's it going, everybody? Holy crap, everyone's here. 10 gifted tier 1 subs. We got the clap. We got... it's been 30 seconds. What the fuck's going on? What the fuck's going on? Derpy's in the house. Sandy, Iman. Who just changed the thing to blue? Who changed it to blue? Are you guys changing the lights? You can't word ban right now. Inked Wolf, you can't word ban right now. It just give me a sec. Give me a sec. I'm trying to figure things out. You broke my lights. You guys broke my lights. Hold on. While we're trying to be pro streamers here, you guys went ahead and broke my lights.
No, she wasn't ready.
It really is broken. Like it's not changing. Oh God. All right, let's keep going. Lingo with another 100 biddies. Dude, stop. Thank you though. I appreciate it. Tamer Gar's in the house. First. No, you weren't first, but you were very close. Belfagor, R&R, we said, is in his house. Rain, what's going on, Rain Infernal? Thank you for swinging by. I saw you say something about Viking raccoons in the chat while we were counting down. Derpy finally got the unmuted. Adnan Roche is in the house. Omar bin Haydar, what is going on? Inked Wolf is in his house. Oh my goodness. Bragner. Oh no, he's here. God damn, y'all. Look at all this. Trend Crusher is in the house. Dude, welcome. Good to see you here, man. OG scene. Basically, everything I've started doing, he did like 100 years ago. It was amazing. Before anyone else. Who else is in the house? Bragner, goddamn Timbaland. Exclamation point Kaka. You guys are fucking crazy. All right, you guys ready? We have a guest today. What's going on? Iman just picked up an unmuted tribe tee from the store. Iman bought some merch. Thank you. Appreciate that. And you guys know, as soon as you get the merch, you got to post it on the Discordia. Okay, let me try this again. Yes, the lights are working. The Mama Moose. Thank you. And yeah, Lingo213, thank you so much for the gifted tier 1 subs. If you got a gifted sub from Lingo, show him some love in the chat. Unmuted show. I demand a refund. What happened? What did you request? What was the refund? Oh, the word ban. Okay. Yeah, actually, I will give you a refund. Okay, I'll give you a refund for now, and we'll get to the word ban and stuff when once we get our guest. And speaking of the guest, we're having him wait while you guys completely distract me there. Our guest is Milton, Miltiadis Nikolaos Kyvernitis. I've been practicing that name for like a year. I don't know. I still say it wrong. I don't know how this happens. But we recently listened to his album. We watched his music video, and it was the only album in Sweep Night history where we played the full thing, and then you guys asked for 2 more songs, which was fucking crazy. It was a lot of fun. So we have him on the show today. We're going to talk about his stuff with the band and with Private Government, which is the name of the band, but also his building this fucking insane studio here in the Middle East, and he's my uncle. Lurk while I record, but I'll be listening on my breaks. Oh, thank you, Des Pigeon. Shout out to you, my friend. But yeah, he's, hopefully he's nobody's uncle here, and we'll let's just fucking get him in here. I'll introduce him. He'll introduce the intro. Milton, welcome to the show, my friend.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How is it going with you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just watching your chat feed. It's it's crazy. It's like a whole different world.
Yeah. The tribe, guys. How would you describe the tribe if you were
Sandy.
to introduce Milton to the tribe with one word? How would you? Guest is here. Yay! Exactly. There. Derpy threw some confetti for you.
Thank you, Derpy. I don't know how to respond to that on here. Just
get away chaos. Before it's too late. Leave. Milton, sorry. Misclick. Sandy says it's awkward.
Lengo. Who is Lengo?
Lengo is a homie of ours. He's a Twitch streamer and an awesome friend. I've known him for 20 years from back in Qatar.
Wow.
Yeah.
One word. Shenanigans. What? Never mind.
Shenanigans. That's the word.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, you can't even get it right now.
So I always like to say I kind of gave you a little bit of an intro. It was a botched intro because you guys know that this shenanigans. You guys, there's I always botch it obviously because the tribe is distracting. You guys, stop! You're embarrassing me. Man with the party lights. But in your own words, because you and I did do an episode of the podcast very early on when it was on Facebook. So in your own words, introduce yourself to the new mad Twitch tribe.
Tribe, if you want to be on the stream, you buy a coffin. No, I'm okay, man. I'm okay. My name is Miltiadis Kyvernitis. I've been in the UAE for 39 years. Been involved in music for the past 20 years or so. Involved in the scene for almost that length of time as well. Was there when Nervcell started, when Board was around, mixing live gigs, and started producing records circa 2004. And fast forward to now 2021, and we're here. It's 3 years.
Hold up. We're gonna hear you that last part. Jesse Ray just bought some merch, and it played that. It got brought up Moshing Mustafa, who's our friend that comes up, and it played some music. Thank you so much, Jesse Ray. Sorry to cut you off, bro.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, I've got merch coming from you too, but I don't know how long it's gonna take.
Oh shit.
So as I was saying, 2018 or 2017, can't remember. We released our album. Now we're fast forward to 2021. We're building a new rehearsal space. I'm trying to make sure that I get all that in before the next
before interruption.
So we're opening a rehearsal space, a very large rehearsal space, and a recording facility as well. 3 rehearsal rooms, very spacious, minimum 450 square feet per room. The largest one is almost 700 square feet. And that large one also acts as a live room for recording. And we have 2 post-pro rooms, so we can do our everyday work, commercials, ads, jingles, spots, whatever, plus music production, surround sound mixing. Yeah, nice facility. It's a nice idea. We've got this industrial vibe going for it as well, and I've got a giant brick wall in there to make it feel a bit London-esque.
Yeah.
For a lot of people who are over there, or who've been there and been to London or been to any of the studios in London, that's the kind of vibe you get. Well, at least back then. I don't know about now, but yeah. And the rooms can be used by everybody, from musicians to podcasters like yourself maybe, or small orchestras. Yeah.
Well, I want to dive a little deeper into it. I have a couple of photos and stuff as well. I want to show the tribe, especially the guys that are in the UAE, because there's a. I mean, this is like insane, great stuff. I haven't seen that kind of stuff in the UAE yet. But let's dive into it. I was gonna say let's dive into you for a second.
Anda, that's your name backwards. I was thinking about it earlier. Anda. Your name.
Nanda.
That's your name.
I don't. Why?
Nanda.
I know. I never thought about it. Did you guys think of your names backwards?
Yeah, I do. Mine's Sedaitlim. I've known that for years.
Sedaitlim sounds like a black metal band. Nandos. Yeah, exactly.
Nanda.
I just want to shout out Mr. Prostitute is in the house. What's going on? Welcome to the stream. Today we got a podcast. We have our guest, exclamation point guest, in the chat if you guys want to know who we're talking to while we're doing this. But like I was saying, we're gonna dive a little. We're gonna dive a little into Milton. We're gonna. Milton is a known name in this market. Great man, very professional. Had the chance to work with him on a short film. All the best, buddy, on your new project from Omar Ben Haidar.
Remind me the film.
Remind him the film. Omar, if you're around, would love to know the film.
Was it?
Look at all these people. Fucking the production value of the stream is exceptional. Thank you, Prostitute. Thank you, Bragner, for that clap. The lamp of good is activated. But yeah, let's go back in time and kind of tell them the history of how you got into audio, because you have been around in the scene in terms of this, like the music scene for a long time.
She wasn't ready.
Thank you, Carl. You have been around in the scene for a long time, but it's also like it's not just a thing you do on the side. This is your full-time job. This is like a family structure thing that you guys have been building in this country for a very long time.
Yeah, the family business has been there for many years. What we have now in the in this community where I'm building the studio is we've got Melody House right next door, which is a family-owned company as well, run by my mother. And we have MEI, which is opposite, and they're a backline rental company for live events. You know, artists come down, they say that they want to hire a specific type of kit, specific type of guitar, specific type of I don't know, in any kind of instrument that needs to be rented out. This is what MEI caters to, and they rent out musical instruments as well.
Yeah.
And that putting these three companies in the same area was a plan. Started, I think, about 4 or 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We put together. We said we should have like a little hub of our own, where we can have rehearsal studios in one warehouse. We can have a large retail store right next door. You know, because we're catering essentially to the same client, to the same customers, and MEI as well, in case there are musicians out there who want to rent a specific type of instrument. It's like one little music hub right now.
Yeah.
What we have over there at the Shed, it's called the Shed, that area, by the way. So this was an idea in the making for a few years, and it's finally gotten down to it. And we're pretty happy with how it's turning out. And the idea was to make it easily accessible for musicians, local and non-local, to just find what they need in one area and build a little community over there. Melody House is doing a tremendous job with their social media, and they have these little, I wouldn't say gigs, but performances every week or every 2 weeks that they live stream, and that they do some like mild post work, and then they post the video, and it's properly recorded in the showroom. So you have performers, and you've got the backdrop of the instruments on display. It's really nice, and it's a lot of young, fresh minds. Oh, my 2 little sisters are there, and they're the fresh minds behind all these new ideas that are around.
Yeah.
So yeah, this it's been a family thing for a long time, and a lot of us are like getting into it now, as in the
next generation kind of.
Yeah, because my parents have been doing this since 1980. Well, my dad's been doing this since 1985, with the company he started. Melody House came into place around the early 90s, if I remember correctly. And it was always based in there, and it just eventually, became popular as, the store with good customer service, etc., bringing a lot of good brands. And, time does wonderful things.
we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. I can't wait to show the tribe the shit you fucking get up to. But before we get into it, Rudy with the biddies, Lingo with more fucking biddies. What are you doing, brother? Thank you so much. Amar says it was a film called Red Inside.
Oh, I remember.
I'm the guy acting alongside
really,
with Rin.
Really enjoyed doing sound design on that. It was from start to finish. I still remember that. Film. It took some time, but it turned out fine. It was good. It was a good edit.
Yeah, I love the fact that Amar is here. That's absolutely brilliant, and a subscriber. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Craggers is in the circle pit and took a stage dive. Started the wall of death. Lingo's moshing. You guys are crazy. Denmark 666, what's going on? He asks, does he do reamping? Yeah, I'm a full blown production. I would like to answer on your behalf there.
Where is his question?
I'm looking at a few to master / reamp mix. Dave Artura, I'm looking into, and Retain at Mana. Oh, Eric Retain, that's pretty fucking cool.
We have a variety.
Amp with boutique tube
facility
amps.
is not up and running yet. It's still in the middle of the build. I think we could say we're 90% there, but when we are done, we will be able to do everything you're asking. Denmark 666.
There you go. Can we get a shout out for Lingo, because he's fucking insane right now. He just gifted another tier 1 sub to Denmark 666. He's gifted 45 subs in the channel. Holy shit, holy crap, holy. There you go. If you guys don't already, follow Lingo. He's a brother. He's a big supporter of the channel, and also he fucking has an amazing stream. He games, and he does fucking reaction videos to ghosts things, and it's fucking crazy. Just go follow him. He's amazing. Lingo is a legend. Yes, sir, Mr. Prostitute. I fucking love saying that name, Mr. Prostitute. It's just one of the best. So yeah, the thing I wanted to really dive into with you on this episode, last episode we got to talk a lot about the background, the music, how you got into it, all that stuff. I kind of want to talk about the entrepreneurship. We will dive into the music a lot a little later, but I want to talk about the entrepreneurship side of things. Rock Metal Nation, what's going on, brother? Taking a bunch of money and parking it on the side of the road and building something where the intention is for other people, I find very, very fucking fascinating. Like the amount of things that people do for musicians, for the scene, for others. Eventually, it is a business. But when you and I had a conversation, the intention was all to build this scene that you've been a part of for a long time. First of all, how hard was that decision to fucking make?
I've always wanted my own studio. Well, I have one here, but I've always wanted a proper facility. Rehearsals was never a part of it, but when I noticed a few years ago that there was a lack of a good facility for musicians to hone their skills and be comfortable in that kind of place, because we have a few studios here, but they're nothing like the ones that they have in, say, London or the US.
Wow. You'll get used to it.
I thought that was you, because it's too.
You'll get used to it. Wow. Yeah. Sorry about that. Thank you, Bragger.
So yeah, I thought of having a recording facility, but having also rehearsal rooms that not just musicians, but a variety of artists could use. to hone their skills. And you have to remember, there's always going to be generations and generations of people coming across and finding their skills in art and wanting to hone it. But if you don't have somewhere for them to be able to do it and to do it comfortably, they're probably never going to take it seriously enough. So the idea was to look, we had a better scene 20 years ago than we do now. I'm sure you know that. We had a very active scene. Whether it was metal, it was always very active. And I remember those days, and they were good days. And then you have, so all I know. But the idea of what we have now and what I'm building here is to be able to bring all the artists into a hub, into a place where they can be comfortable doing their music. And if things open up for the better, so that we can tap into international markets, it would be very easy for them to move past that point. I mean, look, take, what was their name? Asking Alexandria.
Yeah.
Look where they are now. The guy started here. You remember that? You remember those days? He started here, Bruce. He started here. He eventually left. He went to England. I think his original bandmates, they scrammed, and he continued with the name, with a new group, and he kept, doing what he did, and they got to where they are now. So I would like to be able to have something like that over here. I mean, we have some artists who've made it to some degree and very well for themselves, like say Nerve Cell. Sure, it's a very niche genre that they're in, but they're the biggest band that we have here. There's no doubt about it.
100%. I was talking about it the other day. They're also the only Middle Eastern metal band signed to somewhat of a medium to large metal label from outside.
Yeah, but they kept pushing. You see, it also has to do with the artists themselves. They have to want it, and they have to know how to push and weave their way through this thorny bed that is the way to success in music nowadays. So that was the idea behind building this rehearsal facility, is that we don't have something that's up to date, trending. And when I say trending, I mean what's the word? Keeping up with the times. Good equipment, clean, serviced all the time. I mean, what we're building here, Adnan, is. I mean, look. Let me show you this thing here. I'll give you an example of the ideas that I had. You see this? I didn't bring to showcase this. I bought this for myself. I haven't tried them out yet. But this is a wireless guitar system. So if you're a performer, if you're in a band and you come to this rehearsal facility and you want the freedom to move around without the cable, getting in between your legs, this very low latency wireless system will help you with that. So you plug in one into the amp, one into the guitar, and you're good to go.
So the studio would already be prepped with wireless systems, with everything needed. Yeah. So you don't even need to bring your own shit.
Well, you bring your instruments, but cables are there. These are there. You can choose whether you want to use this, or if you're extremely sensitive to latency, which some instrumentalists are, some musicians are, then they could just use a jack cable. But this is an option for freedom of movement. So this kind of thing is over there as well, just to give the musicians that feeling of freedom of movement, so they can imagine that they're in their own space, or they're on stage and they're performing to a crowd. I'm gonna have a television in there. They could switch it on and pretend that and put a wallpaper of a crowd so they could imagine they're on stage. I have lighting in the room as well that users can calibrate themselves. They can change the colors of the lights depending on their mood. If they're sad, they can put blue. If they're angry, they could put red. If they're
we
happy,
have that here in on Unmuted.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Someone throw up the party lights. Let's show off our party lights, guys. But yeah, there we go. Thank you, Adnan Roche. But yeah, it does make a huge difference. Basically, the reason I started these, like trying to look at these party lights and getting all this interactive stuff is because when we were doing Saturday Scream Stream, I'm here performing, but like we wanted to make it like as engaging as it would be on a show, like the strobe lights and everything kick in. So that was that. The fact that you thought of that stuff, like the wireless and the lighting and just getting that mood into a performance is pretty fucking sick.
Yeah, I mean, like the lighting idea was suggest. Actually, I didn't come up with that. That was suggested to me by an award-winning audio engineer who's worked on film, and he's based here now. He's from India. His name is Sri. Really nice guy. The lights. And he suggested this idea to me because that's what he has back home in India.
Yeah,
you know, like you give this freedom to the to the users, and it's home for them, and it makes sense. I mean, you know, all the lights are dimmable as well in the rooms, so if they want to dim down the lights, they can. You know, it's not full brightness depending on their what they feel like having. All the rooms are record enabled. Mm-hmm. What I mean by that is, as far as rehearsals go, okay, you'll be able to record your performances and take it home on stereo track. So you don't just go in and jam. You can go in and jam and record your performance and take it home and assess it.
Yeah, DI to board in room Denmark 666.
What?
He's asking if it's like a DI to the soundboard. Or sound desk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have new Allen and Heath consoles coming in. Again, it's not ready yet. It's we're still building it. We're 90% there. Like we still haven't moved in the gear, but the walls are almost done. The acoustic treatment right now is going up. So we've got some V-acoustic material, prime acoustic material, bass straps. All those are going up right now. Flooring is being done upstairs. It's being finished actually. And you know, a second, what is this? If they want, what they could do is follow the Instagram handle, because I update that regularly with pictures so that people can see it.
Yeah.
How do you put that down?
Just drop it in the chat.
Follow MNK on Instagram.
There it
that
is.
Work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's. I wanna show while you're talking a little bit about this. I want to play the. I want to show them the renders of what it's gonna look like. What the plan is, right?
Yeah.
So this is what Milton is building right now. I don't know where the background music went, but that's okay. There it is. Okay. So that's what it looks like. This is like top tier.
That's what it's gonna look like.
What it's gonna look like, yeah. Derpy with a clap. All looks like Dave's place in England or Germany.
I did mention London.
Yeah. So what was the inspiration behind it? Both
behind
like
what?
Aesthetically and the just the amount of rooms and the way you wanted to lay it out. Was there something that inspired you to go this direction in particular?
You could say that a visit to Guitar Center many years ago in LA is part of the inspiration, but I wouldn't say entirely. I studied in London in the old SAE location, which was on Caledonian Road, just full of brick. And the rooms were large. I don't know about now. I know that they moved. But I decided that, I didn't decide, but I realized that we needed a rehearsal space, and it needed to be large, and it needed to be homey. So I got a friend of mine to design the facility for me. I told her what I wanted. I told her the feel I was going for, which was, had a bit of wood, metal, industrial look, kind of, with a brick wall, and gave her the layout of the warehouse. Told her I needed a mezzanine floor as well, and this is what we have. So that's the large room over there. That this
the one you were pointing at before it changed. Yeah.
That's the largest room that we have. That's
pro streamer.
It's the size of an apartment, really, with 3 meters in height, so enough height in there to record drums, record well enough to sound good as well. Fully acoustically treated. All the rooms are completely isolated from one another. The 2 small rooms that I have have 50 dB attenuation once you shut the doors. The large room has 64 dB attenuation, so you'll hardly hear anything when you shut the doors. Completely isolated from one another. They're all rooms within rooms. A lot of funding went into the acoustics, and the acoustics was done by a company over here, which belongs to a friend of mine. His name is Rami. The company is called 21 dB, and they're really, really good at their work. So that's that. What else?
That's pretty fucking cool. Adnan Roche is asking you, no beer fridge?
I know what?
No beer fridge?
I don't know what that is, but I see Trend Crusher is on there. Hey Pete, how you doing, man?
No beer government. Yeah.
Beer fridge? Oh, come on, man. I don't think.
Where will the private government posters go?
It'll only be one private government poster, but the plan is to get all the active local bands that are out there to put their work on a frame, and then I'll frame them up around the studio walls in the lobby area. Instead of having big name bands, it'd be nice to have local scene bands. That's another thing. So we're in Dubai.
Thank you, Epic, for turning us blue.
Prostitute.
Yeah, Mr. Prostitute was asking where in Dubai is the studio.
It's in Al Quoz, right opposite Cafe Rider, if you know where that is.
Man asking, not that I live there, but will you have a fully kitted drums to use, or will people have to bring
all the rooms
breakables?
Are the latest equipment, latest drums, latest amps, good amps, maintenance. We've got a store next door. If you want a particular amp that I don't have, you can take it from there. You can rent it from my sister. She runs the show. She's a very nice lady, much friendlier face than I have. I don't know if you watch this.
Just in case you said your piece there. Nice. It sounds like a dream. Yeah, it is pretty fucking cool. And I got to see the place in the just like recently in the phase while they were building, and it's gonna be some shit. So I know me and this Svengali guys, Sandy saying Eamon Graves will practice there.
My sister's here.
Yeah, she is in there. There you go. Good save.
Yeah.
I know a lot of the musicians from my circles at least will absolutely fucking love that. But do you? How hopeful? This is outside of the actual studio and the business side. How hopeful are you in the next generation of musicians that are from the UAE?
I'm pretty hopeful.
Is there? Because I went through that, like, you know, that there's no hope in this next generation kind of thing. They're all dancing to like that old guy thing. They're all dancing in TikTok, and I don't understand it. And,
yeah, but they're not all like that. You know, there's a few good seeds out there, man.
There's a few good seeds out there. Yeah,
there are. And there's always going to be people who are going to want to follow their passion one way or another. At the end of the day, music is it's an art. It's a direction you take out of passion,
Yeah.
but it takes a certain amount of talent and a certain amount of brain to make it with it, especially today, and really depending on what you're doing. So if you want to go Cardi B direction, I imagine it's not very difficult. The requirements aesthetically today, but you know, but if you're gonna take the more creative route, like say, what's her name? What's the other girl's name? I forgot her name. What was her name? Alicia Keys.
Mhm.
Remember when she started? Lady Gaga when she started. Katy Perry when she started as well. Before they became mainstream commercial, they all started one way. What was that other artist's name? I forgot her name. I keep forgetting their names. These are artists I don't listen to. I've heard a few tracks of, but I don't listen to them. I really listen to the old 80s stuff now. I'm not even 90s anymore.
You're going back. You're going further back in time every time.
I'm stuck in the 80s right now, and I'm in the early 80s, so I was a kid when all that music came out. What was I saying?
About the hopefulness of the upcoming
Oh
generation.
yeah,
Whether
I'm pretty hopeful of it because it's like I said, we're not catering to just now. We're catering to tomorrow as well. And I get what you're saying about the whole "there's no hope," like how you felt. I felt that way a few years ago, like it's like say 6-7 years ago. But you know, people find their way. Everybody finds their way. If they don't, then that's a choice they make. But most do. I don't think it's something unattainable. Yeah.
Yeah, the reason I love getting your opinion on this stuff is because it sounds like I'm calling you old, but have been around for fucking ever. But you've also had your hands on so many different pots when it comes to like the music industry and the music scene and the creative scene in general. From being on shoots, from doing audio engineering live to studio to voiceovers to being in a band yourself. There's a ton of things. There's like this massive spectrum where when I get your opinion on stuff, I know that you're pulling from a bunch of different things at the same time to actually give that response.
Yeah, you just said everything, and I think it's in our nature to take things for granted and forget that you've done some very cool things that not a lot of people have had the opportunity to do. And I think I'm one of those people, especially music here. And you helped me just realize that now, that I got like what you just mentioned, starting with recording and then live mixing all the revolution shows, etc., that we had back in the day. Performing with Aneurysm live, opening for some big bands. I've been doing voiceover since 2001 for radio and TV and etc. It's a crazy. It's crazy when you think about it, and I think it's just because everything is happening so quickly every day now. Like it's just like okay, next, move on.
But that's by the way, guys, R&R triggered emote only mode for 5 minutes. We got a 5-minute counter right above my head. There's 4 minutes left, so yeah, they're just gonna be emotes for a little while.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the reasons that I think it's going to be a very interesting space, because not only is it for bands, but you mentioned like it's going to be for podcasters as well. Like there's a space for me to come up and do something like this over there as well. So it's all over the place.
So basically the rooms are big enough to have some decent couches in there, and I want to have televisions in there as well. So if you want to have your logo on display, you can. But the idea is for us to be able to provide a comfortable seating area for podcasters, so that it's not always just those high table face-to-face podcasts that a lot of people do, whether it's on video. I'm talking mainly about video. For audio, it doesn't really matter, but visual presentation wise, if you take somebody like Dave Rubin, I don't watch regularly, but I like his set. I really like what he's done with his set. It's a comfortable setting. you know, and they've got enough space. There's a nice little rug in the middle, 2 seats, and they just sit in front of each other and they talk. You know, I'm trying to provide something like that here, so that, because a lot of people ask for spaces where they can do podcasts, and usually they'll give you like a little small room that sounds like crap, and you know, with a basic system, cables all over the place. You can see the mixing console right there, big freaking arms for the microphones just like hanging in front of you. So instead of this, for instance, when things open up, if you were to come and say, listen, I'd like to book this place out for a month on so and so dates, I would like to turn this corner into my little space.
Yeah,
we can do that. That's the idea that we have.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm upstairs as well. I have a lot of space upstairs that's unused because I couldn't build extra studios upstairs. So what we're doing is reinforcing the floors now, and we're giving artists the ability to use it to, say, record videos. If they have, like, say they've shot a music video and they decided they wanted to throw something in there, there's a space upstairs that they can use to do that.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Paint the wall green and shoot your video. The roof is high enough. I think it's like 3 meters. I don't know how high it needs to be, but at least it's space being put to use.
Yeah. Absolutely. You guys, there's a minute left on the on the emote only, and there's headbangs, there's walls of death, there's a ton of things going on.
Sisters are all watching, and one of my other sisters is giving Maria crap for calling me malaka on your show in front of all your guests, and she's probably laughing now.
I think they all noticed that, at least Lingo and Sandy, and there's a bunch of people that reposted.
Yeah, my sister's really mean to me, guys. Tell her off.
Siblings is a thing. Like no one else can explain sibling humor and sibling, like that rivalry, right?
There's no rivalry. No rivalry, especially with the girls.
Wait, what's happening? Flon's VIP badge. All right, we're 25 seconds. Gear up all your questions for Milton. I want to talk a little bit about music, but then I'm actually super excited to show you guys, because I know you guys are going to throw a bunch of stuff his way about one of his other things that he does, which is voice acting and recording voiceovers and stuff. So double tap to the ones we love and to the ones we've lost. Thank you, Craggers. Cheers. I'm on coffee today, but I'm there with you in spirit. Milton, let's go back in time and talk a little bit about before any of this shit started. When you fell in love with music.
When I fell in love with music, I've always liked music. And I remember instances in my life when I was a child that I would sit down and write the lyrics of songs I was listening to, like Baby Got Back. You remember that song?
Oh,
Baby Got Back. Yeah, I remember when it came out. It was like in the
I might
early 90s.
know a little too much of it, by the way. I think I know every single word.
I think I was 10 years old at the time when it came out. And, I'd write down the lyrics, etc. But I really got into music recording and production after listening to Ride the Lightning.
Nice.
Yeah, and I think I was 14 then. And it just took off from there. I got a 4-track and I started tracking at home, and sending tapes out to all these billiard joints that I used to go to game, which I still do. God, I haven't stopped gaming. I need to stop.
There's a bunch of gamers in the chat, by the way, so you're in the right place, at least when it comes to Twitch.
Okay, if you guys are on PS4, my handle is PVT Government, and I play a lot of Overwatch, okay? And I will destroy you with Winston. Just letting you know.
It's time to stop, okay?
Iman.
No more. It's time to stop.
Iman triggered. It's time to stop. We're gonna take away these mod privileges from Iman and Epic. We're gonna change the way that they can do this shit, but God damn it, man. So what was I talking about before that? That completely threw me the fuck off.
Voiceovers.
Yes.
Music.
Ride the Lightning, and you started getting into it. But you said started recording and handing out the tapes to billiards and gaming spots.
Gaming joints, because they had pool halls and they also had networking, right? Networking started around when I was 15. Yeah, it was around 15. Remember Snooker Point?
I wasn't here back then.
No, wait, you weren't here at that time, right?
Yeah.
Snooker Point, a long time ago, that I used to. It was like my second house. If my dad's watching, stop laughing. But it was like my second house. I was there until like 4 a.m. every day, gaming, watching movies and whatnot. Anyway, I used to give these mixtapes to all these places. I even did some DJing at the time. When we used to throw a party, I was always behind the deck, mixing, etc. And I went to SAE. And I studied audio engineering. And then I came back and I went to the army in Cyprus. And then I came back and I started working. Around 2007, I was working in the family business for a while. And then around 2007, 2008, I joined Dubai TV, where I still am, doing audio engineering, audio design. And around 2009, they hired me to be the voiceover. I've been doing voiceovers since 2001. My first job was for Nokia. I did about 6 pages, and I charged a very, very small amount because I was a novice. But that was the first time, and I've been doing it since 2001. And I started at BKP. Very good.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of voiceovers. I do the voiceovers for Dubai One, the movie trailers. I do radio ads. I do voice acting as well. That's hard to find over here. Voice actors. It's easy to find voice artists, people with good voices, but they don't know how to act.
Yeah.
Character. That's what I do. Voice impressions.
I want to tell the story about how your band is called Private Government. If you could tell us that story, because right after that I want to play the music video for everyone that hasn't seen it already.
Private Government was what the captain in the army used to call me. When I joined, my Greek was very broken. Well, sort of it still is, but it's much better than it was. I learned most of my Greek in the army as well. So I used to speak English, and in the army they speak Greek. So my last name, Kyvernitis, is governor. That's literally what it means. And when they address the companies over there, the soldiers, they call you Private and your last name, Private Kyvernitis. So he translated all of it, and he used to call me Private Government. Hey, Private Government, come here. That kind of thing. So it's stuck. So
that's Private Government. That's the band name. We're gonna which voice acting job was the most memorable and why? Derpy, I'm gonna get into a lot of voice acting stuff right after we play the song.
Let me see if I can find it.
You have
after some. You want to play the song first, and then I
want to play the song because after this I really want the tribe to see the range of things that you could do. All right. So this is Private Government. I can't say the song title properly. So would you be able to give us how to pronounce the song title?
Which song are you playing? Oh, the music video. Molon Lave. Come and take.
Molon Lave. There you go.
Yeah.
Here we go, guys. And
Greek, come and take.
Come and take. And you guys know what to do. If you dig it, throw some fire up in the chat, and we'll see you right after this video. Yo, Iman with the clap. Adnan Roche with the clap. What'd you guys think of that? So that was Private Government, Milton's band. Lengo, thank you for turning the room pink, my dude. What'd you guys think of that? I think there was a ton of love in the chat for that.
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. Really hope you enjoy the album.
So you have a kind of a different approach to the way you do the band structure in general for Private Government. It's not necessarily 4 dudes that get into a room, jam, and then record their songs, right?
Yeah, it was just me at one time. Then it's Joe and I. What we do is we try to. We're not a live band. We don't play live. We record and we put material down, and we try to get local musicians in to perform with us. I could say that a regular now that's been on our material is Rami Lakis. I love the way he plays bass. I must have him on every track. It's just because he plays bass like it's a third guitar. Phenomenal musician. But the idea is we get different musicians to come in and perform with us, their own take. Sometimes I'll make suggestions, but on the creative side of writing material, I give them the freedom to do that. And if I have an idea that I think will better it, that's where I come in as a producer and tell them maybe do it like this. And they work on it. Like, yeah, okay. And working with other musicians.
Yeah, and I told you. I think I told you this last time, but I have to only work with JM, and it's a fucking pain in the ass. I mean, the tribe knows just how much JM and I butt heads on absolutely everything. Absolutely everything.
I'm pretty sure that if you talk to the musicians that I've worked with from Point of View to the ex Juliana Down band members like Sari and Dia, and if you talk to Serge as well, I'm pretty much the same thing. I'm a little bit merciless in the studio when it comes to giving your all.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said about JM, if you don't give your all, it shows.
Yeah.
Dan getting so much hate. Lovely guy.
Juliana Down's old school. Juliana Down is pretty old school.
They're pretty old school. I worked on the Empires album that released, I think it was in 2011. That they put out. They never really took it anywhere, but it's a really good sounding record. The band that they had, unfortunately, they were met with some, troubling issues with labels and contracts and whatnot, and they never took off. But that particular record could have been an easy commercial hit if it was pushed through the right channels. The music, the way they wrote it back then, it took 3 months to record, mix, and master everything. No, 2 months, not 3 months. I had to do everything in 2 months: record, mix, and master. And it's one of my favorite production pieces.
Even up until today.
Yeah, it's a really good sounding album. Like, it's a shame that not a lot of people know it, because it's a really good sounding album. It came in a nice digipack, very nicely designed. It was really good, at least for its time. I don't know about now. Maybe it could work now. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Matsum Kabani is in the house. What's going on? How's it going, my dude?
Where's my mouth? Where is he? I don't see.
He's in the chat. He just came in with the assalamu alaikum for everyone.
What's his username? Oh, and Matsum Kabani.
Yeah.
Where is it? I don't see you, bro.
He's just the very last part of the chat right now.
I just see people atting him.
You should be able to see him.
I don't see him. Maybe he's hidden himself from me.
Matsum, have you blocked private government? There you go. He's waving at you.
Oh, assalamu alaikum.
Yeah, Matsum, for those that don't know, is the guy behind Middle East Records, and a huge part of the Middle Eastern metal scene and the UAE metal scene.
Yeah, man.
In general,
you have to come down and check out the facility as it's being built.
Yeah,
your lazy ass out of your house and out of Virgin. Come on.
So what with that energy, Milton, I want you to channel some of the voice acting stuff that you do, because Derpy was asking that what was one of the hardest voice acting jobs you had, and I want to give the tribe a little taste of the madness that you could pull off with that energy. Tell Matasam in whoever persona, tell Matasam to come down to the studio.
Come on, man. Mout! Hey, get out of your house. Come down. Have a look at the place. You're leaving me hanging here. I'm looking at the chat screen. I should be looking at the screen here. Mout! Hey, why don't you come on down? Pull your ass over and have a look at what's being built for your community too. Yeah.
It's the squint that got me. The squint in the end. Christopher Walken, yeah. Or did I guess that wrong? No, it's perfectly right.
Yes. Right. You're absolutely correct. Well done. Here, have a cookie.
Oh shit, Rufus subscribed for 2 months, currently on a 2-month streak. Thank you so much. Thank you. 2 months. How time fucking flies. That was great, Rain Infernal. Well did. Well done, I think. But yeah, Rufus, thank you.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff that you've done over the years. Wait, I think I have. What is this Dubai one?
This was a recent project. Yeah, this was a recent project we did to end 2020, and the producer.
No, she wasn't ready.
Lingo was not ready for that.
And she wrote down the lyrics, and I had to sing it. And I thought of the genie from the first Aladdin film, Robin Williams.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my inspiration for this one. This was one of the really fun projects that we did because I had to sing it, and it was kind of like a fuck off 2020 promo.
This is the 1001
1001 Inventions and the World of Ibn al-Haytham. This was a voice acting job that I auditioned for, that I ended up getting 2 parts for, and I had to voice act it's the story of Ibn al-Haytham.
Yeah.
And I had to voice act an African general and a Chinese scholar. And it's the last film that Omar Sharif worked on before he passed. So
that's
I got to be in a film with Omar Sharif, even though I never met the guy. It was pretty cool.
Let's check that one first. I wanna check that one first.
It's a bit long though.
It's a we'll you can
Skip.
call it. You can narrate it as well whenever you
Okay.
or tell me how far you want to go in.
Nah, whatever. Let me see.
Where is this? Let me just make sure that the tribe can actually hear it. Pro streamer, guys. Pro streamer. All right. Where are we? Here we are. Cool. You guys can see this. There you go. Boom. Why is it like skewed a little?
Don't know.
Hold up, Tribe. Hold up. There we go. I fixed it.
Yes, Surge SL. Who's Surge SL? Tonight with Mill.
Yeah, that's Surge. That's our Surge. Yeah.
Oh. Well, no shit. Tonight's with Mill. Can't you see me?
What's the matter, Layla?
It's nothing, Granddad. Just sort of worried about the science class tomorrow. I have to give a demonstration.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, sorry,
I have to
I
explain
switched it
how
off
we
now.
see. And all I have are these diagrams, which I don't understand. I'm going to fail. I'm going to get laughed at by everyone.
Yes, he is. This was his last film that he worked on
Quest of
before
every
he
true
died.
scientist.
And
Sometimes it takes more
I
than
had
a
to
few
voice act some
diagrams to truly
characters
understand our words.
in this film.
Now, let's see what we have here. One 1,000 years
To the
before your
general
birth,
and
a
Chinese
great
man.
civilization
Yeah, you might
spread
want to
across
fast
the
forward to the
earth.
general and the Chinese.
At its center,
All right, how do we?
the grand city of Baghdad
just, I don't know,
as an
there?
look
harmony
for
lamp.
keep
Change
going,
the
keep
world.
going, keep.
Image
Okay, go there.
enters
See
our
there. Could you turn
eyes.
up the volume for me?
For you, yes.
E, because light rays reflect off objects and their image enters our eyes.
Dear boy, nonsense. The great Greek scholar Euclid has taught that invisible rays shine out of our eyes, and that is how we see.
But I have here a manuscript from the Greek scholar Aristotle.
Young Ibn al-Haytham, choose your sources more wisely.
Great debates, grand theories, but
character
where
that-
is the proof?
One of the roles I play.
Which one?
That Chinese character you see with the red
My friend
robe.
from Basra,
Yeah.
There.
your way
me.
to the truth will be hard. Have faith.
But
Debates, logic, not enough to become a true scientist.
Behold! Behold, O seekers of the truth, behold! To the best minds of this land, I have come from the illustrious city of Cairo with a message from our ruler, Al-Hakim bi-Amrillah. Our beloved Egypt is threatened by a mighty force of nature, the great
Yeah,
River Nile.
that guy too, Adnan.
When it
Yeah.
floods, it destroys and devastates our land. Our ruler has heard that here, in this gathering, there is a man who believes he has a monumental solution to this epic challenge. To build a giant dam across the Nile. Let this fearless scholar step forth, make himself known, and embark upon this historic task of heroic proportions.
You
it
wanna
is
watch the
I,
full thing?
Al-Hasan ibn
I just
al-Haytham.
want to get the
Yes.
Chinese guy to say one more thing.
I
and then-
believe a dam can be built. I humbly accept this mission.
Beware, my friend, beware. This is surely a path of great danger, for your life will be at the mercy of this ruler.
Okay.
Prepare yourself.
Okay. So, pretty fucking insane characters there. Pretty fucking insane characters.
Well, it's more Vietnamese than it is Chinese, but, you know.
Can't imagine what he looked like trying to voice that. There you go. He just did it.
I can't imagine what he looked like trying to voice that character. That's a pretty impressive range already. Very cool. A PVT government.
Rain Infernal died. She's just dead now. I can imagine Milton fucking prank calls everyone.
I used to.
That's.
Like when I
I
was
was
much
just about
younger.
to ask. Is that something that that teen Milton did all the time with those fucking characters?
What's that? Say that again.
Did you make characters for prank calls?
Yeah, I just do different voices. Actually, I used to play Dungeons and Dragons. So I used to do characters for that. You know, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, now I do.
Yeah.
Thanks, Derpy. I didn't know it existed before, but now I do, and I think it's pretty fucking crazy. And I can't imagine Dungeons and Dragons with you doing some characters as well now.
Yeah, I had to roll. I had to play the role, man. Like the characters that we created, I had to get into the zone. It's like method acting. And I even did trailers for it for our games. So just before we'd continue, a week later, I'd have a trailer done and send it to them. Listen to this.
So going back to Derpy's question, where have you been, Adnan? What do you mean? Where have I been? I've been here. What was the most memorable voice acting?
To the feast. Rain Infernals.
Also, Serge is asking, are we just doing voiceovers, or was private government part of the chat? No, we talked about private government. We talked about the studio. We played the music video for private government. We're just having full on conversation. But what was the most memorable voice acting gig you did?
I think Adnan got that meme that went out the other day.
Pronounce COVID vaccine in Filipino.
God, I love your Filipino accent. Say it again.
COVID vaccine.
Yeah, I saw that meme too. That was pretty fucking insane.
You have to just to for that one. You have to to speak like a Filipino. You have to do it very quickly. You have to stop very quick. It's not like Mexican. No, Mexican is more dragged out on everything. But Filipino, when they speak Tagalog, is very pak pak pak. Very very quick.
What makes you hear that? Like how do you go, all right, I know how to say, or I know how to do that accent, or I know how to do this impression, or like, how do you practice for that? Do you just listen to a lot of people talk?
Well, yeah, I can do. I was surrounded by Filipinos when I was younger. I'm half Filipino. My mother is from the Philippines. She's been in the Philippines since the early 90s. And before that, we were surrounded. And then I had a lot of Filipino friends. And I just had this thing for accents. So that was very easy for me to pick up. I can do a few Indian accents, depending north or south. Just ask for an accent, and generally I can do it. Not all of them, but quite a bit of them. Like Italian American. It's not too hard. It's not too hard. I'm feeling the word band coming. Don't know what you're talking about, huh? So, yeah. That's how it happened. With the Filipino accent, it was pretty easy. I don't know why. It's just, slowly it came to me to be able to do that.
Derpy is asking if she can request a German accent.
Why? Where is she from?
She's from Germany.
She's from Germany. So that's nice. Well, I've been to Germany a few times, and I think I'm okay at it. Not brilliant, but okay.
It goes like, I'm walking here in a New York City accent. I think that's the go-to, isn't it? That's the go-to.
Yeah, that's what we did when I went to New York with a couple of friends of mine. That's what we did. We were talking like we was in New York. Oh, look at the lady walking the dog. Yeah.
The dog. That's the one that what was the one that I practiced with? My daughter has a dog.
What?
I can't do accents. I told you this before. I can't even do my own accents.
Your daughter's got a what?
My daughter's got a dog.
Your daughter's got a dog. Well, I got a fucking cat.
Yeah, this is the tribe's like, all right, do Rocky. What the fuck?
Rocky, I'm not very good at, but it's Sly. He's got this thing. When he talks, he's really deep. Yeah. He's got a nice voice. Like Sly's voice. He just mumbled. He admitted it. Who's mumbling actor?
Epic tried some shenanigans, sprayed some water right at the same time as Lovidor was given a clap. I'm on some Syrian, please. What's a Syrian accent?
I can't do Syrian, man. But I can't say I love Syrian shawarma.
Oh, Donald Duck.
Oh no, wait, Syrian. Hold on. Shlonak. That's all I can say.
Well, we got Donald Duck in the chat, and if I remember correctly, you do have a Donald Duck.
Yeah. Man, that one needs prepping. I need water, and I don't have any water.
Jesus, where'd that come from?
I have to feel it, but I don't. Not right now.
There you go. There's that Donald Duck. There's Burni as well.
Somebody
Burni and Shlonak.
Somebody asked for Terminator.
Terminator.
Who asked for Terminator? Terminator. Let me remember the scene. Hey, Janelle, what's wrong with Wolfie? I can hear him barking. Wolfie's just fine, honey. Wolfie's just fine. Where are you? Hangs the phone up. Your foster parents are dead. And he walks off. Remember that scene?
I remember that scene very fucking well. That's the one where they pan and there's just the right in the guy's eye,
the arm in his mouth.
Yeah, the arm in his mouth. That was the one.
Hey,
damn!
Shut up, you worthless piece of shit! The dog's really barking. Yeah, I love that movie.
That's fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy. That's brilliant. I love the fact that you did the whole scene. That's that's insane. James Hetfield singing voice while speaking. What? Serge, what are you talking about? And Serge, by the way, I saw you ask the question if you'll be able to watch the show tomorrow. It'll be up on YouTube tomorrow, not on Twitch anymore. So the replays are all on YouTube now. For those that don't
I'm
know.
only in your post. Can I rewatch? Yeah, you should be able to, bro. You didn't miss
the word thank
thing.
Oh, hold on. We need to put 5 minutes on the clock. We can't say the word thank for the next 5 minutes.
What?
There we go. We can't say the word thank.
Thank?
Yeah. We can't say thank at all for the next 5 minutes.
Replace it with grateful.
Yeah, exactly. But well, I could honestly just listen to you do impressions and do all these things all day. But I kind of want to go back to I grateful you very much. Yeah, I kind of want to go back to the studio and talk a little bit about kind of the timelines and what you guys have in store for like when things do open up and how you see this first phase of the studio happening.
So before we open, once we have the gear in, I'm going to be calling some people that I, communicate with, like say you with Svengali. I'm going to ask you to come down and try out the rooms, see how you feel, see how it sounds. If the placement of the instruments are good enough, because I have an idea of where I want to put the instruments, where I want to put the drums, but the idea is for some of the musicians here to get a feel of the rooms before we open. So yes, it's a studio in Dubai that we're opening. We're looking to be moving in the gear in the next, I keep saying 2 weeks. Or my sisters, I hope my sisters are watching this. Yeah, in 2 weeks, April 15th, I've told the contractors I want to move the gear in, and during that time, we're going to be setting up. And once we have a basic foundation of the setup going, I'm going to be calling some people. Sorry, has nothing to do with what I ate. I think it was the water, the way I drank it. You remember that?
We'll tell that story right after this.
It's like every 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was a crazy part.
So the idea is, before we open, we're gonna have a group of musicians come down from different bands to try out the rooms for a week, say, you know, like you come in, you try it out for an hour, 2 hours, or whatever, see how you feel. Upstairs, we have a mezzanine floor. I forgot to mention that as well. We've got a mezzanine floor, and upstairs is the chill area. So we're gonna have like a little pantry, maybe a vending machine, sofas, seats, just a place for, a place where you could say, you wanted to order something, you want to order KFC or Hardee's, you can order it over there. Or we could, if we have events, we have catering done over there. And timeline wise, I'm going to be optimistic and say a month and a half, it'll actually be running. Before that is going to be a lot of testing, because we've got the foundation is very simple, the way the studio is built, and we're running on the new Pro Tools NTRX system. So it's pure digital audio with analog audio interfaces. And we just need to set up everything up, really. Once the rooms are done, once the flooring is done in there, we can move the gear in and we can test everything from the rehearsal rooms to the post-production rooms. The post-production rooms are going to be equipped with, depending on how much demand I see for it, licensed video software, so you can do your video editing there. The whole facility is running on Mac. I'm not a Mac advocate. I prefer PC.
I was just about to say, you know how much I get for Mac from the tribe.
I don't like Mac. They don't like Mac? Guys, I don't like Mac either, but it is the industry standard, and it's not that hard to use. It's just not the best gaming option ever. So, so it's all Mac-based, and the idea is to provide somebody like, say, you, if you want to edit videos, you can do it over there as well. You don't have to do it from home if you don't want to be home, or whatever. It's just an option to have. What else? What else would you like to know?
I want to know what, how, for example, like after the testing phase, the testing phase, guys. After the testing phase, how we're gonna kick things off with the current state of the world, and when you see everything opening up when it comes to that.
I think everything will start to open up around September, towards the end of the year, especially with the fact that the vaccine has rolled out and a lot of people are taking it, and there's a lot more comfort in people knowing that they've taken it. I think it would be easier, and I think this is why the country is pushing it, is so that we can open their doors to tourism again, and have people come down. Expo 2020 is around the corner as well. It's a big event. So I think towards the end of the year, we'll see change. I think a year and a half of a quiet market is long enough. And everybody's pushing for work. So for us, for the studios, we're, once it opens, it's probably going to be a bit slow, but I think I went about it the smart way, renting a warehouse. So, and I'm hiring a good team, engineers, etc., who really want to be a part of it. And, it's gonna be okay. I'm not too worried. There's post-production is always there. I'm pretty sure that musicians, are always going to want to find a good space to rehearse. I don't know why I'm looking at the wrong camera. I kept looking at the fucking camera up here. Sorry. Yeah. What was I saying?
You were saying that the musicians will always want to find a place to jam in.
To record, to rehearse. So I'm not too worried. I wanted to say something, and I forgot what the fuck it was.
That happens. That happens during a long-ass conversation.
It really sucks. What the hell? Come on. What do you want to say, Mel? What you want to say, huh? What you want to say? Okay. I am going to be introducing an online booking system as well, so that you don't have to call to book. The schedule will be in front of you. You can book your slots and pay for it online, and you just come in and use the room. The room will be prepped and ready. This is the kind of thing we need here. Hey, can I book a room? Oh, it's not ready. When's your next slot? No, you don't want to do that. You just want to see the slots that are available. Okay, we can do the slot. Let's book 1, 2, 3, 4. Book it and go. So,
hell yeah, yeah. I think that's the kind of stuff that, like the automation of things, just make things so much fucking easier in the long run. It's always amazing. Epic says, "Hey,
is that my sister?" Yes, that's my sister, Nickzilla.
Okay.
That's the second youngest sister, Nikki. She's she's the brains with she's the brains behind the design of Melody House.
Awesome. What's up, Nick? Thank you for swinging by the stream today. Epic also says, "Hey, so you said thanks at the very beginning during the timer, and I don't know about you, but
who said thanks?
No, we didn't say thanks at all since the timer started. We didn't say any thanks.
Who said thanks?
Because he banned the word thanks, and he's saying that we said it. But yeah, first of all, which one of us said it?
Who said it? I said it. It doesn't matter. You don't know the history. I'm banhammermill on Okay, you remember that? Maybe you don't. But I was Banhammer Mill. I was the guy that banned everything. Nobody bans me. You understand?
I love that you went there straight to that one. Lilith, shout out to you. Sorry, it came up while we were still mid conversation, but guys, go check out Lilith music. She just did a cover of a Svengali song.
I
that
saw
she
that.
put out yesterday. Good. Did you check it out?
Yeah. I saw it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, Lilith is in the UK now, and she streams on Twitch. So if you guys want to check out some of her live music on stream, hit that follow.
Hello,
Karam
Mr.
Torba is in the house. Yeah. I feel intimidated without even being involved in that conversation. Jeez. Replace Adnan with Lilith. Hey, Belfagor. That we're not starting that. He's trying to replace me or have Lilith just be part of Svengali instead of me. What else is in there? Who out? First 30 seconds. Epic.
Dark Horse is.
We didn't say that.
Huh?
Where are you reading?
I saw Chief Dark Horse. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know
what that
Dark
is
Horse
either.
comics. I don't know Chief Dark Horse.
I don't know what that is either. Oh man. But yeah, I'm super excited for the studio to open up. Not just because I think it's gonna be like insanely integral to the music scene and like entire industry here in the UAE, but I'm very excited for it because I feel like it'll revive a whole lot of things. Like I was talking to this fairly young band, White Morgue, who are dropping singles every couple of months, and they're doing all the recording at home, and they're struggling, and they hit us up as unmuted and as Svengali and asking for advice on all that stuff. And all of their problems, I feel like, for a young up and coming band that needs all these things, are solved in a place like MNK Studio. MNK Studio.
Yeah. It's that's the idea, man. It's providing a proper facility for musicians and artists in general to hone their skills, which we don't really have over here. I mean, you got some places, they're good for what they are, but it's time to have something that something of value,
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it, but it's clean place, new equipment, taken care of, a proper facility for not just musicians, but for everybody in the arts. You could shoot your music video in the large room, for instance. It's big enough for that. Just bring in your lights, bring in your cameras, and do your shoot. You could do the performance shots in that room if you're doing a storyboard as well. it's important to have something like this. I mean, I designed the large room to accommodate international artists because I get inquiries for rehearsal space for international artists, and I don't have anywhere to send them.
Yeah.
I get a lot of these inquiries from my sister Maria because she deals directly with them. She is the preferred supplier of backline for Alicia Keys now, ever since her last gig. Yeah. So every time she comes down here, Maria is going to be working with her. They were very happy with their service. And that's what I'm saying. Like, at least we have something like that for live. It'll be good to have something like that for rehearsals as well, because you get a lot of these artists who come down, and in the dead of night they'll be like, "Yo, man, I want to record something." I don't know why I did that. So, I'm like, okay, fine, we've got a facility that we could do it in. Let me see if they're still running. So there might be some days when the facility is running up to 4 a.m. in the morning, but the rehearsal facility in general will run up until midnight, I think. From 2 p.m. until midnight. I think that's the time he's looking at.
And I don't think there's anything that runs till midnight as of yet. Like, not a lot of places are like catered to that, because
and maybe not now, ever since the pandemic hit, but before that you did.
Yeah
11 o'clock usually, and not midnight. 11 o'clock I think was like the cap.
Cut him with the fire. R&R sprayed some water. What is going on over there in the chat? Hold on.
Why does he keep talking about lamp? What's a lamp? What lamp is he talking about?
He's talking about the lamp of good.
Oh.
So I told him the story of when we were playing. I wasn't playing, but a band was playing a show in Jordan, and the authorities wanted the list of song titles and band names that they were going to perform. So instead of putting Lamb of God, because that'll get flagged, the guys put Lamp of Good. So when the chat types ! Lamp of Good, the lights just do a little angelic. With
you need a voice. You need a voice for that. You need a voice.
Yeah, they hear the voice. We don't. They hear the yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's where Lamp of Good comes from. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Thank you, R&R, for that wow. But dude, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I'm like I said, I'm super fucking excited for the studio, and
thanks, man. I'm really excited to get it going.
I really want to, when things are up and running, I want to try and maybe even do like a live stream from over there, and just hang out with the tribe and broadcast from over there. Show them all the crazy shit that you can get up to. I'm excited, and I don't even live in Dubai from Belfagor. Private government. I remember Sammy telling me you wanted an Indian bike a year ago.
No, I like Indian, but that's more Sammy's thing. I have a fat boy that I'm never letting go.
You guys, I always feel like somehow every time I talk to anyone, you guys are fucking bikers. Lingo.
She wasn't ready.
Adnan Roche, Craggers. Who else is a biker in here? Everyone just ends up being a
what
biker.
bikes have you got over here? Look at this. Harley Davidson, my man. Yep, Harley Davidson all the way. It's slow as fuck, but it sounds good and it rides sexy. And it sounds like bleed. That's what the exhaust sounds like, right?
Craggers has a Triumph Speed Triple 1050.
He's a collector. Look at that. Ultra, Crossbones, V-Rod, and a Sportster. Triumph Speed Triple 1050 forever. You guys actually have these bikes, or are these your favorite bikes?
No, these are the bikes that they have.
Wow. Those collectors. I collect models, dolls.
That's another thing, by the way. You have a full Instagram page dedicated to the do you have any around?
Do I have any around? I could go downstairs and bring one up if you want.
Or at least if you could drop the link in the chat. I think there's a lot of collectors here
Hold on a
that like
second.
that kind of stuff.
What was it called? I forgot what my gallery is called. 1/6. There we go. 1/6 scale Galleria. All right, guys, I'm posting a link of my hobby. What the hell? What's going on over here? Hold on a second, huh? Copy. All right, copy. There we go. All right, if you click that link, you're going to see a bunch of photographs of models, 1/6 scale, but they look realistic because I took them with my SLR. Some of them are custom models and some of them are stock models. But I do a lot of customizations myself, huh?
What's your go-to character? What's the voice that is just the go-to?
It used to be Christopher Walken. But I don't. It's not a character per se. It's an accent. It's more the like this New York thing or the Italian thing. It's just easy to do, you know. So
Denmark 666 called it. By the way, he said Italian.
Italian. Yeah, you got it. You got it. You got it. He said it's right. Yeah, shit, it's neat. Of course, it's neat. I'm doing it. That's why, Belfagor. Oh. But you know, one of the accents I don't have a hard time doing is Robert De Niro. He's not too hard. He's quite easy. You know, it's you talking to me, huh? Yeah. Because I'm not a Marvel fan, Belfagor. That's right. I'm your enemy.
You can call him Belfucker. It's all right. It works.
No, I do have Marvel actually, and I need to take a picture. I have a custom. I have a concept art Captain America, which is the best that I've seen of the Captain America line. I've got the Infinity War Thor, and I've got the MK7 diecast Iron Man. I have the big three of Marvel, but that's it. DC's awesome. Don't say that. Don't do that. We're not gonna have this conversation here, okay? I do it enough online, not here. We're not doing it here. I can give you 100 reasons why Marvel sucks, but I'm not going to do that. I don't have a problem with Marvel. Marvel's different. That's what I leave it at.
Hold before you spiral into the Marvel versus DC. Dahi, what's going on? He says Robert Dustin the Eye De Niro. Is that? Fat Thor in PJs is the best.
I think this is what he was talking about.
Dustin the Eye De Niro right there.
And that's the one you're talking about.
Yeah, it works. It works.
Do I have Alien versus Predator? Yeah, I got a bunch of Predators. I got if you look at the link that I sent you, you would have seen it if you scrolled down.
We're going to be posting all the links to the studio, to private government, to 1/6 scale, all that stuff in Discord, by the way, guys. So if you haven't joined Discord already, what you doing? Go join Discord. It's a fucking party. And we hang out and talk about music and talk about movies and everything. So yeah, join us over there. We're starting to wrap up. I asked you this question. This is kind of the question that I end every episode with. And I remember asking you this last time, but I want to see if the answer changes. So let me cut the music and make it a little more dramatic.
What the hell is that?
What the hell is what?
I can hear someone talking.
You can hear someone talking?
Yeah.
Where? Hold up.
That was really weird, man.
You heard someone talking? Guys, did you guys trigger something? Spooky stream?
I haven't seen any Ahab Predators from Hot Toys, man. My favorite one is the Jungle Hunter from the 1987 movie.
He has voices in his head.
I don't have voices in my head. You guys are fucking with me. Somebody's fucking with me. I know that.
Tribe, did someone hack into Milton's head? Is that what you guys are doing? I hear dead people. Their characters are talking with him. All right. Kamikoze tried some shenanigans. Oh, there it is.
What?
No, oh, shit.
That's my Predator impression.
They're making Bad Luck Brad and Moshing Mustafa hump each other. Ah, Kamikoze, thank you for that. So, as I was saying, Thank you, Denmark Vocals. We hit the lights and turned it green. Thank you for that. It suits the mood. If you had a time machine and you were able to go back in time and meet young Milton, just as you heard Ride the Lightning for the very first time, and tell young Milton something, either a piece of advice or just let him know, what would that thing be? What would you tell young Milton?
Don't waste time.
Don't waste time.
Yeah.
You feel like you've wasted a lot of time?
Oh. I still do. When you game, you waste fucking time. But I game only at night after all the work is done. But I don't sleep enough. But as of the past few days, I've been sleeping at around like 10, 11 o'clock, waking up at 6 a.m. So I've been okay. I've not been gaming much. But by wasting time, I mean take yourself a little bit seriously when you're younger. Because I know that everybody has their time, but it's important to make your time too. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Do you mean by that? Do you mean like actively purposefully have slots of time? Is that kind of what you mean?
Make time to make your future easier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if you have goals, work on them. If you don't have goals, make those goals, develop them, find a way to. A lot of people start late.
Yeah.
And sometimes it might be too late. And I think it's avoidable if people took themselves seriously. And, there's a lot of stories of people who came from very, very unprivileged, poor backgrounds that made it.
Yeah.
And they're inspiring stories. They're always inspiring stories. And these stories should inspire everybody to do better for themselves. So what I'm saying is, if you have the chance to do something, start early. If you don't have the chance right away to start something, work your way towards it.
Yeah.
Early. Don't waste time. Parties, fuck parties. Well, these friends, I'm 39 now. I can count the friends on my one hand. They come and go. Don't stick around. You got to focus on yourself. At the end of the day, have a good time, have your friends, but focus on your family. These are the most important things in your future. Live for now, but live for tomorrow too. A lot of people just live for now. I get it. I absolutely get it. If you take the fast pace of life and everything's like this, and you're working a day job 9 to 5, and it's just like, I just want to live my life now. No, I really hate my job, but I'm just gonna keep doing it because it's that's fine. But you gotta wait for later too. You gotta plan for later, because everybody gets old.
Yeah.
So start early. That's what I would tell young me. I probably wouldn't listen to old me. But
I always ask that question after a solid piece like that. I always ask, but going back in time, would young you even listen? I'd just be like, go fuck yourself. Look at this old bastard telling me shit.
Yeah, but 20 years later, you would remember it. You'd be like, yep, I should have listened. But,
Icarus, what's going on?
I've got a cat too, man. His name is Achilles.
Yeah, I think a lot of the tribe have cats. We are becoming goats. Denmark 666. Well said. My friends are in here. Craggers, cheers, my brother. Double tap for you, my friend. And we'll be having a beverage soon enough. Shout out to the Icarus show. I have a sock with button eyes. Belfagor. If that's who you're working towards, that'll be fine. Serge is asking you what else you can do with one hand. That's not a good question. That's not something we want to answer.
You want to know, Serge?
You really want to know?
You really want to know? I can crash your vocal cords with it.
Hammer-ons and pull-offs from Denmark666. There you go. That's a good answer. But dude, thank you so much for your time. And
thank you, man.
we're gonna,
I had a really
you guys
good
are going to
time.
be seeing a lot more of Milton on Discord and on the show on Twitch, all that stuff. I'll be following the journey. Thank you, Craggers, for that clap.
And follow the if you guys want to keep up to date with the build, etc., and then the final reveal of the premises. We're gonna have nice photographs taken at the end. Follow the Instagram page. I mainly post on that. I still have to develop the Facebook page. I have my sister to help me with that, Marina. Yeah, and if you like 1/6 scale stuff, follow my 1/6 scale page. I keep posting pictures. I take these photographs with my SLR and whatever. Yeah, it was a pleasure. This is a crazy, just don't stop talking.
They don't stop talking. Yeah, the tribe is a fucking crazy bunch, and I absolutely love them. And like you saw, they have the control. They can control everything basically more than I can. So it's actually a lot of fun to have conversations with them, and through the ups and downs. Like even I saw just Toxin just posted, and this actually hits close to home. Too close to home. I'm literally in a similar situation. I need to start actually planning my future better. It's great stuff. Just being able to have a back and forth like that.
Wow.
From the shenanigans like this, a little pop up of me doing Gua to having some sick conversations with some very interesting people like yourself. It's a little bit of everything here.
Yeah, get started, Toxin. Don't be so toxic.
Hey man, triggering bad luck Brad again. Yeah, thank you, man, and thank you guys for hanging out. I do have a raid in mind, by the way. So before we go, we need to decide on. Do you know what a raid is?
What a what? A raid? I don't know what a raid is.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so basically, all us and the entire tribe, everyone that's in the chat, we go over to someone else that's live and crash their stream all together at the same time.
Who are you gonna raid?
I have a friend named Daniel who's online, but we always gotta pick a word or something to say as soon as we raid. And Gappa. I think no, we're not gonna say Gappa. We're just I think the word should be not nationality. I think the word should be moist. I don't know. Moist is such a.
I use that word a lot when it's humid. It's fucking moist out here.
Yeah, just see exclamation point moist gets the water going. So we will start the raid. But you remember the tradition around here, Milton. I hope you do at least. It's tradition around here for the guest to say hit the outro to officially end the episode. So whenever you're ready, in whatever way you want, leave the last couple of words to be hit the outro. Few words.
So unless I say hit the outro, it doesn't end?
It doesn't end until you do that.
So this is gonna be fun, huh? Pull out your popcorn. All right, you want me to say it now?
Whenever you're ready.
All right, guys. It was fun. Really great to meet all of you. I hope to meet all of you at the studios. We're done here. I am going to go to sleep. You can see I'm tired. Adnan, thank you so much for having me on your show.
Thank you,
and,
brother.
Come by next week, please. I want to show you the update, etc. What we've done. Anyway, guys, Milton, look to drive what? Shit again, my brother.
Looking forward to drive you crazy again.
Oh, drive me. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, thank you, Denmark. It sounds like a character from Lord of the Rings. Denmark has arrived. Anyway,
hit the outro quickly. We're gonna have to wait.